This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Oh, it's a good one for the Swifties. Bit of Swiftie chat in this one. Probably
Did you put all the Swiftie chat in there?
yeah, I put majority of the Swiftie chat in there.
Did you put all the Mathew Perry chat in there?
I'll put a little bit of Mathew Perry in there.
Yeah, we
It's
didn't
a
want
bit
to.
sad.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't think that much of the Mathew Perry stuff would have made it in.
I put the one in with my movie recommendation.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, you put that one in?
Yeah.
Because we try to hit it a few times
Yeah.
across the morning, and some hit harder than others.
For sure. There's also I don't want to spoil it, but a couple of members of the team were surprised, like a genuine surprise in this episode. It was fun, but it was a nerve-wracking surprise.
Are
I think
you
safe to
okay?
say. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've revealed it now. I was obviously one of the people getting surprised.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all right.
Belle!
Anyway, enjoy.
The
It's a
other
fun
one's
episode.
me.
Did disaster strike before the big day? I'm getting married in 40 days, Ben and Belle. You both
Is it
invite
40 days?
Well, it's coming up.
Wow.
You'll both be there, I
I booked
hope.
my flights yesterday.
Wonderful,
So
wonderful.
good.
Back in Adelaide, where I grew up, in the wine region. And Sarah's got her hens this weekend, so that's also an important weekend. So she was doing a bit of prep over the weekend, a little bit of tanning and such, and she had a couple of greys. And when I say a couple, I literally mean 4 or 5 strands.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, everyone, I reckon, anyone who's touching 30 has like a couple of cheeky ones. I know I get. Oh, okay.
Do I?
Well,
Oh,
lucky
Belle,
you,
don't
lucky
act
you,
like
Belle.
you're just some goddess without a single grey hair on your head.
Me,
No, I'm
no
worried
imperfections
now.
on me. Ew,
Right.
your fiance's so ugly. Why would you marry her? 4 grey hairs. Yuck. Ew.
I thought it was a rare thing.
No, I
Beth
think
doesn't.
I don't know. I know I get a couple of sneaky ones, but I've got pretty short hair, so you don't really
Grey,
notice.
gross. Yeah, big yuck.
Anyway, so she decided to go and get her hair coloured on the weekend. And Sarah's never done it before.
Thank God.
Oh, yuck. Wouldn't have wanted to see her there.
Can't imagine that.
So she's never done it. Didn't end well, guys.
Oh, no.
Yeah. She's got very nice, sort of dark brown hair.
Yeah.
So she basically wanted the same colour, just minus those
Yes.
4 greys. And I said, well, why don't you just pluck them out?
That's
if
what
you're
I was
that
thinking,
worried
pluck
about
the
it. She's like,
greys,
you
yeah.
can't pluck them out because they grow back and then you have little antennas sticking up that people see. And I was like, well, just keep plucking them. You know what I mean? It seems very expensive to do the whole...
Also not true. If you pluck a grey hair out, it won't grow
She's like,
straight up.
Yeah, true.
Well, she could have done an at-home thing and just
Yeah,
just
I
coloured
know.
those
There were
bits.
so many different options.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's gone to the salon, and I've picked her up, and she's walked out. It's bright red.
Oh!
Her hair's red.
Oh, they use a red.
Her hair's
tinge.
red.
Oh.
So hens in 5 days, month out from the wedding, never had coloured hair before, and I think it's one of those things. It's once it's red, it's I mean, I'm not a hairdresser, I don't know, but I'm how do you get it back to what it was? Do you then have to bleach it? But then it's you wouldn't bleach your hair because that's crazy. Because then it would.
Well, from my history of colouring my hair, you have to strip that out and then.
But it's a lot of fussing around,
Yeah,
isn't it?
and
With
then you've got
something
to
that
dye- She'll
wasn't
never-
that much of a problem in the first place.
It won't be back to what it was before.
Don't
it'll
say
have,
that.
Sorry, it'll have
I've
to
been
be
telling her it would.
the fake brown.
I've been saying it's going to be
It'll
fine.
just be a fake brown.
Hmm.
How is she? Is she
It's-
okay?
It's been a tricky weekend. It's sort of I'm trying to think of it's a bit it's not like ginger. It's kind of like poison ivy, Uma Thurman, Batman.
Whoa, we bright red.
Jessica
Isn't that
Rabbit,
bright? Jessica Rabbit's bright red.
Ariana Grande, in 2009. You guys seeing what I'm putting down there?
It's not.
Is she
red.
is she going back to the same hairdresser to try and
I
fix
think
it?
so. Well, she feels bad because she doesn't want to make them feel bad. But then
Oh,
she's
No,
like,
don't go to the same one. Oh no.
well,
no,
I think
no,
isn't
no.
it a thing that they can go, oh yeah, whoops, we've put too much of that in. We can fix that up. That's not a big
Well,
deal.
if they're nice, otherwise
I-
they'll say no. That's just.
I would love to know this morning if any hairdressers are listening, because we are not experts. I would love to know if a hairdresser is listening. Is that savable? Can you reverse the red?
And I feel for her because it's just I suppose it's the timing of it all. Like, she'd probably embrace it normally, just be like, oh, whatever, this is something different for a little while. But it's like, I suppose it's the big day. There's like a lot of hype. You know, been engaged for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And then fallen over at the last hurdle. But 13, 24, 10, should we do this? Disaster before the big day. Maybe you broke your nose the night before the wedding, or it's you know, it's not a day you want like a big zit in the middle of your head. Like some mornings you wake up and you go, it's just not my day. But you don't want a cold sore, you don't want any disasters, you don't want, you know, eyebrows shaved off at the bucks or whatever it is.
And it sounds like stuff that happens in movies where they wake up and they've got a pimple or whatever.
And it doesn't.
But this also in movies where it's like, they go and try and dye their hair and it goes wrong. I feel so bad for Sarah.
It doesn't have to be a wedding either. Like, there's other big days in people's life.
Okay.
But did disaster strike before the big day? 13, 24, 10 is our number.
Nicole in Lyndhurst, good morning. You're a hairdresser, correct?
Yes, I am.
And is it fixable?
It is, but she'll just have to go a shade or two darker
Okay.
to get rid of the red. You can never strip it out, but you can go darker.
So she won't be able to get back to her original hair colour?
No, once it's coloured, you never can because it is a permanent colour, obviously.
Yeah.
Nicole, I'm going to edit this call up and I'm going to play it to Sarah later, and it's going to be your voice like, yes, you can change any colour into, and it will be back to normal, just to keep the peace. But that is not the news we want.
Yeah.
If I come home and go, babe, it's sweet, you just got to go jet black. You just got to go full. You got to go full My Chemical Romance, Black Veil Bride. It'll be fine. Nicole in Brunswick, this happened to your sister, a bit of a disaster before the big day.
Yeah, my sister, the night before the wedding, decided to have a little bit of a spa bath to relax. And her blonde hair getting green tip from the chlorine. So it damaged the hair. And so 11 o'clock at night in Adelaide, we were looking at any servo to try and find some box hair dye.
Oh, you don't want to be looking for box hair dye.
You got the green chlorine box hair dye look from the servo.
Nicole, were you able to repair it?
Enough, and then I think my sister just tucked in the green bit.
No.
Oh, I love your hair. Who did it? Oh, yeah, it was just a bit of a on-the-spot, tucking in the green bits type job. Oh,
Wow.
no. Yeah, that's rough. Paul and Mentone, tell us, was there a disaster before the big day?
Morning, team. It was actually on the big day. So we had a 2 o'clock wedding, and in the morning, me and some mates went and got massages, and I'd never had cupping before, and they did cupping on my back. We get to the reception, I take the jacket off, and there are rather dark round circles all over my back that could be seen through the white T-shirt.
As in because it was bleeding?
Yeah, right. Or no, just more from that, like a white
Right,
thin shirt, and you're
okay.
seeing
no,
your
not
octopus.
bleeding, but they pop up like bruises.
Yeah.
So-
So you could see that through the white
Isn't
shirt.
that also hilarious, Paul, how, like, your wife probably got in there at, like, 2 a.m. to start makeup with the whole bridal party, and it's, like, 1 p.m. and you're getting cupping done for the first time. You're like, yeah, I know. You're like, well, I've got so much time. I mean, I may as well do a bit of that, get a foot rub, do this, do an ear candle.
athlete?
Should we do an ear candle? Natasha and Doreen, disaster before the big day?
I woke up the morning of my wedding and had a massive cold sore and my monthlies. So great day.
Good stuff. Good stuff. That's
And
just
it
bad
rained.
timing.
And it rained.
Did you have one of those apps that sort of told you, like, it's, what's going to happen, or?
No, I didn't. I didn't even think of that, and I wasn't even due, so I think it was just the
It
stress.
must have been
of what was
stress.
happening.
Yeah, with a
Just
cold sore
fun.
popping up as well, that's pretty symbolic that your body is just under a lot of stress and
Did
mucked up
you-
the cycle.
Yeah.
Tash, is the marriage still together?
No.
See, that's one of those things where people say when there's bad omens, they go, don't worry about it. It's raining, don't worry about it. Cold sore, don't worry about it. Omens are real.
So what happens if my fiance looks like the woman on the match packet? Is that a bad omen for us, or?
You be the judge of that. Chrissy in Melton, good morning. Disaster
Good.
before the big day.
Good morning, guys. Yeah. My wedding dress was hanging up in my front bedroom in the spare room, and my dog decided to pee on my dress.
Oh!
What did you do, Chrissy? What did you do?
3 days before, I took it to what I thought was a reputable dry cleaner, and works out that the dry cleaner had no goddamn idea what they were doing, and they actually burnt the train of my dress. And so it wasn't as bright of a yellow as what the dog pee was, but it was still it was still quite noticeable. They burnt the silk.
And you know how sometimes they ask, on the day, like, oh, what's that colour? Is that ivory? Is that white? That's burnt dog piss I've got there. Yeah, it's a new colour. I'm bringing it in. Chrissy, that is the worst. We're not getting worse than that.
Nah, I reckon you've won the prize, Chrissy. A Kogan voucher coming your way.
Awesome, guys. You're a bloody legend. Thank you.
Thanks, Chrissy. Kogan.com helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com. Now that's clicking awesome.
It's a good weekend to be Taylor Swift.
Even if it's just in your wildest dreams.
She's a billionaire now, smoking big fat rolls of money.
Yep, laughing at poor people.
Going, ha ha ha, I released this album 10 years ago and you bought it again. I don't even have to try anymore.
Do you reckon she walks around her mega mansion or she rides somebody? Do you reckon she sits on their back and doesn't walk anywhere?
To the kitchen!
Mush!
The more, because she's everywhere at the moment, the more photos I see of her, the more like real horse girl vibes I get from her.
Yeah, she does give off strong horse girl
she's
vibes.
like real horse girl vibes.
Which is hopeful.
You've been cautioned, Belle. You just be careful on what you say about Taylor Swift.
This is a bad thing.
This is the Swiftie station. In fact, we gave away tickets to her show on Friday.
Yes, we did.
Do you think she bathes in caviar?
I liked when we said, I was sort of imagining we said, does she ride people around her house? Like, I was thinking it was one person, but when you said mush, it put the snow dogs thing in my head. And I like to think she's got like 8 slaves and she's on the back just mush, getting taken around the lounge room and stuff. Like, quick, get to the studio. We've got to re-release another album.
Not the East Wing, the West Wing.
Idiots everywhere.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Bridget from Carrum Downs, is your house covered in fake cobwebs? Are you ready for Halloween tomorrow?
Bloody oath, let's go.
Yeah,
All right.
let's go, Bridge.
Well, sad news, Bridge. The world is obviously mourning the tragic death of Friends star Mathew Perry. In Friends, do you remember what Chandler's surname was?
Chandler's surname.
It was Chandler. Oh my God, Chandler.
Oh, no.
Oh, Bridget.
How did I forget that?
Yeah, shame.
Did you watch Friends, Bridget?
Yeah, but it was just occasional,
Yeah.
put it on.
Yeah, you've seen episodes, but you weren't a diehard Friends fan.
Yeah, I mean, surely Clint in Craigieburn knows what Chandler's last name was.
Yeah, Chandler Bing.
Chandler Bing,
It is, Clint.
You sounded pretty unsure, but yeah, you're right. No, Chandler Bing, that is right.
His middle name was Muriel.
Well, a big fan. We've got a big fan on the line.
Whoa.
Yes, that is right.
Flexing on Liam.
And he had a really hot mum. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Hey, Australia Post is now bringing baristas into post office. Strange. Aside from posting a letter, what's another service the post office offers?
They sell goods.
They do sell goods.
They sell shitty goods that no one wants, like little bug catchers.
Hopefully,
and
we're not sponsored by Oz Post.
Yeah, they have good stuff.
Well, they do have some good things
have
when you
nice,
scratch a little deeper.
They have a lot of good things.
They have nice foot spas and
The stuff that
children's
used
books.
to see on TV.
Yeah.
Very infomercial heavy.
Yep.
That's it, Clint.
Get yourself an Ab King Pro and pick up your parcel.
Hey, there's talks of a sequel to The Social Network being made. The first Social Network movie is a biography of who, Clint?
Mark Zuckerberg.
It is. It's the Zuck.
Bonus points if you know his middle name.
It's not Muriel. No, no one knows. Taylor Swift is now officially a billionaire. What's half of a billion, Clint?
500 million.
It is. Last question. Here we go. We're going to go 5 for 5. The Spice Girls are now going to release a doco on Netflix after the success of the Beckham doco. Can you finish these lyrics?
Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really want.
The take a big ass. If you wanna be my lover.
I like you, Clint.
Clint,
get a read on you,
you're a hard man to pin down because I'll be honest, your energy's kind of low. Not that that's a bad thing, but then you're singing along extra lyrics.
give
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give more than your ass.
Yes.
You're an above average kind of guy.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to give you that double pass to the Melbourne Cup. You also get to pick the next song we play, Clint. So, are you a thong song kind of guy?
Let me see that
Or Clint, I mean, Ben just mentioned before it's Halloween Eve, and personally, I love this song, but it's a bit spooky. Would you like the Rasmus?
I've been watching.
Would you say this song's spooky?
It is. Have you seen the video clip? It's like, I've been, and it was like, in the shadow. It's a bit scary. It's a scary song.
I know the song, but I haven't seen the film
I've
clip.
seen the
Scary.
Cisco film clip, and there's some pretty
Yeah.
supernatural booty in that. Clint, what's it going to be?
Look, Cisco's been sitting up there for too long, so I'll pick that.
Good on you.
Good on you,
No,
Clint.
Some
the
Erasmus
scary
tomorrow.
song.
We can have a spook off tomorrow.
Ooh, that dress so scandalous, and you know I never couldn't handle it. So you're shaking that thing like who's the ish with a look in your eyes so devilish.
You're only a what if away from a holiday with whatif.com.
You could go to the dentist appointment or all the kids' sports.
But what if it was a weekend on the coast instead?
Book hotels, holiday rentals, apartments, and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
How good was yesterday? Did you soak it up, Ben?
Oh, I went for a walk around in the park.
Beautiful. Belle, yourself, did you make the most of that Melbourne sun?
Yeah, I went for a walk and I sat outside on my deck chair.
Beautiful. Fingers crossed we get the same weather this weekend, because I'm certainly looking forward to treating myself to the club lawn at Derby Day on a reserve table for 6 that includes a round of drinks on arrival, which is a pretty good deal, if you ask me. And I've also heard,
Are you serious?
Ben and Belle, that the Club Lawn Hotel has an incredible club party atmosphere, and I've been told there's live entertainment all day long. So, I mean, yeah, and not to mention the pop-up restaurants.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Mr. Miyagi, 400 Grady,
Wow.
Meet Frankie.
Stunning.
Spoilt for choice, really.
Did you?
So plenty of pop-up bars to keep the cold drinks
sounds
flowing
great.
all day.
That sounds
Don't
great.
lean into it, Ben.
And I wish I could go. I wish I could buy a ticket
Well, unfortunately, tickets are sold out to Derby Day.
How did you
but
pay
to that. Is there
for
any other time I can go?
you can secure your Oaks Day or Stakes Day Club Lawn Reserve table of
Jeez.
6 people now. Tickets from $170 per person, and you could head to Ticketmaster for those ones.
Got to get myself some of those tickets.
What did you have? Are you serious?
What are you talking about,
You-
Bill? I'm just
you
talking
got
about
a-
what I'm
you
looking
got a
forward to.
sponsored, You got a sponsored bit where you're
Me?
You got tickets to the races.
Are you
to,
kidding me? You
to
think that's
say
what,
all this?
You think that's what this is? I'm just talking about what I hope the weather will be like this weekend and all the things I'm going to get up to.
The fact that Liam has got a bunch of mates in town
What?
from interstate, I reckon that's purely coincidental.
Do not
And
support him,
I
Ben.
don't
Thank
don't
you.
think he's done an under the table deal with who is it? Oaks? Who is it?
That'd be Derby Day.
With Derby. I don't think
yeah.
he's done an under the table deal with
VRC.
Derby. With VRC.
And
to
you can
get-
check my emails. You can go through that. You'll find no paper trail.
Yeah, because you've gotten the producers to do it for you.
Excuse me.
You
Bill.
get free drinks for that?
I'll drink on arrival if you. Yeah.
Drink
Well, everyone
on
does.
arrival.
Everyone does who buys these tickets. So
You're a
you know,
sellout.
guys, get around it. Get around it. It should be good.
Sounds like a great deal.
Is that no? Do not end that here. We are not just
Absolutely.
stopping down for 3
absolutely,
minutes. So you
absolutely.
can...
Well, Belle, get used to it because I've got 3 more to do this week.
Are you serious? No. Ben, Liam. Well, it's not going to be a good week for me because I've been scammed.
You've been scammed.
I've been scammed on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace.
It's rife with scams, Marketplace.
It is, and
You
I
can
thought
normally,
I was above it.
you can normally like feel when one's coming on though. You know, and it feels like a bit of a chain message. You know, hang on.
Oh, Liam, I did. And it's actually your fault that I got scammed.
Is this the one that
Do
you asked me about?
remember I asked you point blank, is this a scam? And you said,
that wasn't a scam. That
Can
didn't feel
I-
like a scam.
For context, can I explain as well on this show? Liam's the guy that's always getting scammed.
Yeah.
Like, Liam, I reckon you've been scammed at least 5 times.
I had to lock down my PayPal on the weekend actually because I was scammed somehow. Someone took $200 from me, and I was some Citibank account. I'm like, I'm not with Citibank. And then they were like, well, how did it get in here? And I don't know. I just had to call the bank and sort it all out. But yes.
Just lock it down until I can figure it out.
No, literally, and I haven't I've just locked everything. I've locked out. So
yeah, right.
Come at me. But yeah, no, I have been done in the past. I'm basically a fortress. There's no money moving in or out. But until I get to the bottom of who's bloody scammed me this time. But yeah, no, I have. There's been chinks in my armor in the past for sure. Yeah, there was that time when I went to America, and you have to buy a visa when you go to America, like many countries. And I typed in American visa, and these pesky scammers, they'll get you because they, sometimes they'll pay for the top thing. And I probably should have known when it was a stretched JPEG of an eagle that it wasn't the official website.
Yeah, and remember you paid in rupiah.
I paid in Indian rupiah. Yeah. That's what I thought. But I thought it was like some sort of international UN, United Nations. I don't know. But yeah, I got done. But yeah, but you decided to ask me if it was and for me, scam proof. I was like, no, it's pretty good.
But
that
I
seems
asked
safe.
you because I thought you've grown up now and you were above it all, but now my scam seems like nothing if you've just lost $200 on the weekend. I thought you were past it. I thought you'd grown up. So yeah, I came in and I said, guys, I'm buying this Yui Boom Mega Speaker 3 on Marketplace. And the guy has said, yeah, I'll post it to you because I live in Shepparton. And I was like, well, I'm not going to Shepparton.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
So he said, okay, well, I'll post it to you. You just transfer me $15 for the postage, and then you can just pay for the speaker once it arrives and once you get it. And I was like, wow, this guy's so
But that
nice.
seems normal. That doesn't seem that crazy to me. Like, that doesn't seem like a scam.
It seemed nice, though.
Don't you
Like,
think,
it seemed
Ben,
like a
that
nice thing.
seems like a normal sort of exchange you might do?
Well, yeah, sometimes when I buy like Pokemon cards and stuff online, I pay them up front. So I'll pay them the money and then get the card.
Right.
Because they won't
Well, I
send the
didn't wanna
card
do
until
that.
you pay them.
I didn't want to pay the $70
Yeah.
plus the postage before I even got
So
it.
they scammed you $15.
Well, so that's when I came into the studio last week
Yeah.
and I said like, "Hey guys, is this a scam?" And Liam went, "Nah," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay." So I paid him
Yeah.
the 15.
Yeah.
He posted it
Yeah.
and sent me like a screenshot of like a digital receipt.
Yeah.
But it's like a typewriter kind of font, like digital receipt
know.
thing. It's legit, doesn't it?
I reckon
Yeah?
you're going to get a UE boom in a couple of days.
So then he was like, it's going to come in 2 to 3 days. It's
Yeah.
express. And I was like, sweet.
Yeah.
And then he said, so you're going to send me the rest of the payment? And then I thought, yeah, that receipt looks good enough.
Yeah.
So I sent him the 70.
Yeah.
So I've sent him 85.
Yep.
And then now up the top where it says the product, it just says no longer available. And his profile's disappeared. And
Yeah, that's
he
what
won't reply to me.
Isn't that what happens when you?
No, the
No.
profile should still be available.
And it should say sold, and he should still exist as a Facebook user, and he does not.
So what he's done there is he's locked it down. He's locked it down.
see
You
what's
can't get him.
happened.
So I just wanted a Yui Boom Mega
I
Boom
don't
3.
hold. I just it could come still in the next couple of days. I'm still holding out.
I think it's coming.
He doesn't exist anymore.
Well, Belle, if you've got some spare rupiah, I actually got this awesome website for UE booms.
Well, I was
I'll send it
actually
your way.
hoping
Also, Belle, you can-
13, 24, 10 if you have a Yui Boom Mega Boom 3 speaker that you,
can
don't want anymore.
buy them from Kmart for $20.
No, they're like $400. These
You can get like knockoffs for like $20.
Yeah, but I really wanted to treat myself.
Oh, okay. So hang on, you want to buy someone's Yui Boom?
If you have Yui Boom, the cylinder ones, you know,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cylinder
yeah.
ones with the big plus and minus. on them.
What's the most you're willing to pay?
Well, I've lost $85 now.
Yep.
I'll do 100.
All right. So if you've got a Yui Boom that you're willing to sell, Belle's got $100.
I don't mind which color either.
All right, 13, 24, 10. Any colour. If you've got one and you want to sell it, give us a buzz.
Oh, this is Belle, I'm sorry, but this is grossly using the airwaves for your own benefit, and something that I've always said is unacceptable, and I don't really feel comfortable with being a part of this.
I'll put my hand up and say I love The Block. I love the TV show. I think it's a great show, and I've watched it religiously for the last 4 years. And over the weekend, in fact, yesterday, I was lucky enough that I got to do a tour of all 5 blockhouses. It was great. I loved it until I got to House 5. Now, House 5 is the Melbourne team, Eliza and Liberty. That's their house. And when I walked in to their house, Eliza and Liberty were in the kitchen. I think they're living at the house. Because they were in the kitchen, right?
Right.
And so I did the polite thing, and whenever I said hello,
I suppose you're not expecting to, like, if you get to go through the houses, which is pretty cool. I know that that's open to the general public.
Yeah, that was
But they're
last
allowed
week.
to be there for when their house is
You're not
on
expecting
display.
to see Scotty Cam just doing some of
Yeah.
the finishing touches in the
Yeah,
bathroom,
yeah.
are you? You're sort of thinking that's, the houses are there, their showrooms, and they'll do the big auction soon.
The reason I mention this, the reason I bring it up, okay, is because they were in the kitchen. I went over and said hello. They were very lovely. And Eliza, I shook their hand, and Eliza goes, "Oh my God, you're from the Nova Brekkie show." And I said, "Yeah." And then she said, "You were going to have us on the show a few weeks ago, but then you cancelled."
That's on you, Ben.
Which is true. No, it's not on me, Belle. It's not on me. It's not on me at all. I was the one that wanted to have them on the show. I was the one that said, "Can we get them on the show?
Yeah.
I think they're amazing people. I think they're very funny.
And we all
I think they're full of
agreed.
life." We did. But then Liam on the morning of cancelled.
Well, I'm not particularly a blockhead. And I remember saying to Ben, like, "What are you going to ask these guys?" And he was like, "God, just stuff about the block. Like, they're just, they're
Yeah,
fun."
you didn't
and like,
have a solid
and
answer.
I was like, I don't know. I don't have
Well,
much appetite for. And I'm sure they're great, but I've never watched the show. So, and I think as a general rule of thumb, I like having guests on for the Forbidden Folder or people who are like world's best or that sort of
just
stuff.
silly guests.
It's a tough look when you're shaking someone's hand and you're looking them in the eye and they say, "You cancelled, why?"
Yeah.
And then I have to, on the spot, think of a reason why we cancelled. So, Liam, I absolutely threw you under the bus.
Awesome.
And I
Right.
said that we cancelled because Liam didn't want you on the show.
He's got
And
a
then-
strict blacklist, and Eliza is on it.
And then as a make good, I said you can come on the show tomorrow if you
Oh,
want.
great. Awesome.
Yes.
And that's today.
Oh,
so
here they
come on
are.
in,
Come on in,
girls.
guys.
Come on in.
No way. What do you know?
We'll get the mics set up.
Guys,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Good morning.
Hey, big fan.
So funny.
Like the never.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huge fan, huge fan.
Belle should have fought harder.
I
I'm
know.
not gonna lie, because I know Belle.
I did fight hard.
No,
Like,
you
I
didn't.
did.
You
I
rolled
honestly-
over.
No, I
You
did not.
rolled over.
I said, and I'm sure you're lovely too, Liberty, but I said, Liza's really lovely and it should be a great chat. And Liam was like, "I don't know what we're going to ask them."
The amount of
How awkward for you.
I know,
My
especially
God.
if I was thinking, he's going to get him in on the phone, but you've swung the door open. There's really no way for me to hide from this one. But
the
yeah.
amount of clickbait we've given other shows that you've missed.
You have. You've been
True.
everywhere.
I don't know if we've done any, and this is no knock on you guys, but I don't think we've done any real reality TV show interviews for a little while.
No.
We don't.
No.
We really don't.
We're
So
more than reality TV. I think I helped you win an ACRA.
You did.
Well, this is
Oh,
true.
God.
I mean, yes.
Set up Belle,
Yep.
her shrine,
Yep.
to be seen by Andy Lee. When
Yep.
I worked for Andy, I helped
Yep.
set that up. So
That's
Yep.
true.
we
Yeah.
do owe
name
you.
should be on the plaque.
Look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into a song. When we come back, we're going to give you the interview you deserve.
Great. And I think Liam should have the floor and ask all the questions.
Absolutely,
Yes.
guys. I am. I've always said I'm a big fan of the block, so I'm keen to ask you about House 5.
Let's do it next on Nova. Very exciting in the studio now because we're joined by Eliza and Liberty from the block. Good morning, girls.
Nobody's more excited than Liam.
Jeez, this is a bit awkward, isn't it? Yeah.
So can I quickly give
yeah.
the context? So I've wanted to get you on for the entire season. I think you're both amazing to watch on the TV. Big fan of your work. I wanted to get you on for an interview, and to the point where you were coming in one morning, got cancelled morning of because Liam put a block on it.
A block on the block, yeah. Which is, but come on, you can't say I completely rule the roost around here. I think I was saying to Ben, like, cool, like, I don't watch the show, so what are we going to, like, ask them? Like, what do you want to do? And he was like, we'll just get them on. And I was like, that's not enough of an answer
I mean,
for me.
highest rating show, millions listen to it,
Well,
but that's okay. No, but watch it. I'm kidding. Who
Well,
watches?
and look, and now you're here. You're great.
Yeah.
No
I,
one
I
watches
get
reality
it. I get
anymore.
it.
Make sure there's also the auctions are on this weekend. You can catch the block auctions on Channel 9 on Sunday. Now, I'm excited because I finally get to ask you questions about the block.
Wonderful.
So just before we probably get stuck into the actual questions about the show, are you going back to the house and doing like little touch-ups and stuff?
We are. We're doing it at the moment. We actually made the mistake last night of using the wrong paint colour on the ceiling, painting around some downlights, and now we have to repaint what we repainted.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you the only team doing that?
Steph and Gianna, they're next door.
Oh, really?
I mean, we're the hardest workers, though, so
Yeah.
yes, we're the only ones doing touch-ups.
Yeah.
That's not being shown anywhere. Like, this will never see the light of day.
No.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Would you consider sabotaging some of the other houses?
We have, absolutely.
We
You know,
considered it,
you put
but
some beige ceiling paint on just to sort of,
Well, Steph and John would like that because their house is very beige. lady.
Already beige.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I
Well
love those
done,
guys.
Liam. We like to play fair, so no.
Also, have you... So for those that don't watch, I should context that on Sundays you get your scores. Have you noticed how neat Scotty Cam's handwriting is?
Oh, do you know what? I did point that out
It's
one day.
stunning.
It is unbelievable, isn't it?
Does he
That's
brag
goals.
about that? I feel like it's almost like a computer.
It's
No,
delightful.
but what he does brag about, he has a photographic memory for scripts.
Right.
So we literally, it's one take, one and done. And
Really?
we're out of
Yeah.
there
'Cause
within like 40 minutes.
And I'm not being rude, but most of the time he says, tools down. That's
That's the only thing you know, Liam. Sorry, rightio. So there's a part of the show where you go into a studio and you do judging,
Okay, yeah.
and he passes on
No, that's
reviews.
it. That's when
from the judges.
it might be like a beach theme, and there's like
Correct.
sand in there, and
Correct.
he's
That's
wearing
right.
board shorts
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
the high vis, and he's like,
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
How often is Scotty walking around the block?
Do you know what? Quite often. I feel
Is
like
he?
people think he only pops in, but he's
Yeah.
there most days.
He moves down to Melbourne for filming from
yeah,
Sydney.
right. So you can catch him just walking around randomly.
I mean, not every day, but
Yeah.
like every maybe 3 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and is
really
it-
hands on.
Can you ask him for tips and stuff, or is that like not allowed?
You don't need to ask. He just gives it. Like he'll
that's
come in
good.
and be like, "That's
Yeah.
god awful," or "What is that?" and
Yeah,
laugh
right.
at you or whatever. But yeah, no, he was like a dad to us.
Yeah.
That's nice. He definitely comes across as so genuine. Everyone we've had on the show who's always been so lovely. With the
Every time I haven't blocked him, but yeah.
With the open houses, now, as I said, I was lucky enough to get to go around and look at the actual houses. A lot of them had signs on the toilets.
Yeah.
With the open houses, were people actually using the toilets?
No, but and they all function.
Not
like
that you
the
know
signs.
of, though.
Yeah.
Well, not that we know of.
Yeah.
Because that would be a pretty awesome Snapchat, wouldn't it be? Like, lol, just did a poo in house 5.
They,
You guys watching the
they
vlog?
want people to think they're not functioning, so don't use them. Otherwise,
Yeah.
there'll be
Yeah.
a floater type scenario.
Yeah. Yes.
But they all work. But we just don't want things dirty.
I
you know?
get it, especially when
Yeah.
you're selling it for big bucks.
Yeah, you
that's
don't
kind
want
of the whole
skiddies
thing.
for potential buyers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe there was a disaster in the past.
Well, they've learnt, obviously.
Also, can I say, now I'm not saying it because you're in the room, when I watched the show, I didn't have your house as my top pick. And then I walked around the houses. Sneakily, your house is the best house.
We're
It's
getting
actually,
a bit of that.
Yeah.
it's enormous.
Yeah.
Some of the other houses, I won't throw too much shade, but house 4 was a little dark. When you walked into it, it was a little dark and it didn't have that light, open feeling that your house had. Your house genuinely felt like the biggest house.
That's because
Well,
it's-
yeah, everyone says that. Everyone that comes through that's watched it on TV is like, it is so much bigger.
Yeah.
To be honest, we lucked out with our floor plan.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of choices that we had, but we actually did make the choice to have that house. We wanted it from the get-go. So we love it now. We're very proud of it.
Steph and Jan's ceiling's made of marble, essentially.
Yeah,
so
well,
every
they had-
surface is
Yeah.
marble.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That's very heavy.
Oh,
Well,
they
they-
won
Oh,
about
I'm
$6 million on the
Yeah.
show. So
Yeah.
but people are saying to us, "Oh, your house is actually good," and I'm like, "Should I be offended, or is that
I
a compliment?"
but I think the reason people say that is because of the way it's edited. It definitely doesn't come across like your house is the way it is. And then when you actually walk into it, it does feel like that. Can I rate the houses just quickly?
Yeah, please do.
So if I had to, in terms of auction, what I think they're going to go, I won't say prices.
If
I
you were
don't
that
know,
guy
but-
with the hat who likes to buy the, like, so what
Yeah,
would you buy
Danny Wallace.
first?
Yeah. I reckon I'd go, in terms of like one that'll sell the least going up, I'd go House 1, Kyle and Leslie. Then I'd go Christy and Brett, not because the house is necessarily better, just because it's got the corner block. Then I'd go Leah and Ash. Then I reckon, having been in the houses, it's going to be super duper close.
yeah.
But I'm going to go House 5, your house, and then House 4.
Yeah,
I think that's
fair
the way.
call.
I think
That's
that's the
what-
way it'll fall.
That's the,
Yeah.
what the,
The
general
vibe, the general
population
vibe.
thinks.
Yep.
House 4 was dark. And
Yeah, I don't know, but I just
It's
think
luxe.
it's luxe.
It's
They
magnificent.
had a lot of money to inject into it.
Yep.
We
Now,
love it.
Liam, give us your ratings of the houses.
Yes. Maybe next time. And as I say, Eliza at Liberty, always an open door policy here on Nova
Always a
100. You guys
pleasure.
are welcome. You tell the rest of the guys from the block you come on anytime.
Make sure you catch the block auctions on Channel 9 Sunday. I'll be watching. Liam will be. So will Belle. Everyone's watching.
who won't be?
Girls, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having us finally.
He wants to do so many things before Ben Harvey turns 30. 30 things before he's 30. 30 things before he's 30. 30 things before he's 30.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is something that I was volunteering to do, but for the radio show, I started doing it 30 things before I turned 30. I must admit, I'm not normally somebody that celebrates my birthday. I am looking forward to my birthday, though, now, so this can be over.
Well, hey, we've only got 11 days to go. You've sunk a half-court shot. That's pretty cool. You've also drunk breast milk, had the world's hottest sauce, kind of. You got a nipple piercing. You jumped off a 10-metre diving board last week. You've done so many experiences. And I like this one here from Cindy in Mount Waverley. We always say if you've got something you want to chuck on the list, get in touch. 0459 888 100. You can text, you can call us, 13 24 10. She said she would like you to learn how to speak in 5 different languages. So that's obviously not going to happen.
That's extremely hard.
As we said, 11 days. So you can only speak one. You're monolingual.
I can do a bit of Japanese.
Yeah, okay, we'll define a bit. You can count to 10, I'd say.
I can count all the way up to 100 if I need to.
Well, count to 20 and I'll believe you.
Ichi, ni, san, shi, ju, roku, hachu, shichi, shuchu, ju, kyu, juichi, juni, jusan, and then you just go up like that into the tens.
Good. Pretty good.
I think that wasn't fluent. But I reckon I could.
Okay,
I reckon
say,
if I was in Japan and I needed to, and I need to say 19, I could get there.
I reckon we're not saying bilingual. Yeah. Trilingual is obviously 3 languages. That's really hard.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's called when you can do 4?
9.
Polylingual?
Pretty good.
Polyglot. And
Polyglot.
More than that, it's a hyperpolyglot.
Whoa!
So if you were like, yeah, I'm a hyperpolyglot, it means you can speak like fluently in 6 different languages. I think I like where Cindy's head's at. Like, that's a cool thing to do.
If you could just say one word in each language,
I was
enough.
thinking, you know how some people, like, when they've got, like, Italian grandparents or whatever, or they've got a bit of a background from a different country, and sometimes they revert to, like, swearing in another. Wouldn't it be cool if you could swear in 5 different languages? Just like something, just like the S word.
S-bomb.
Just an S-bomb. But, like, at least you could, if you stubbed your toe, you could be like,
Chasen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
Know what I mean? Like,
I think that's German.
Chill out, polyglot. Jeez, this guy's got it all. 13 24 10. If you know how to say in a different language, please give us a call so Ben can learn this morning. Well, it's just like the easiest one to. That's like an easy one. He'll probably remember.
We could have done hello.
We'll probably remember. Boring.
It's boring.
And you know most of them. Like, people know most of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 13 24 10. If you know how to say in a different language, please call up.
We need 5 different languages.
Yeah, 5 different languages.
So please, if you can speak another language and you know how to drop an S-bomb, 13 24 10. Give us a buzz.
Obviously, bit of a language warning. We want S-bombs only, okay?
Yes.
S-bombs only. Marcel joins us in Doreen. Marcel, are you?
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Where are we going in the world?
We're going to Malta, and the word is hara.
Hara?
Hara.
Hara.
Am I saying that right? Hara?
Sort of, yeah. Hara.
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 Oh,
Yeah,
hara.
hara. That's
Hara.
it. Perfect.
And that's how you drop an S-bomb, yeah?
No, that's the S word.
Yes.
Yeah.
S-word.
Yeah.
S-word, yeah.
Yeah. Hara.
Okay, yeah. Don't say the F word.
Yeah.
No,
because
if you say S-bomb, it sounds like F-bomb.
I
So
feel like
it's S-word.
S.
Originally, I wasn't hitting that D.
Hara.
Hara.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry to all our Maltese listeners this morning for copping an earful
Marcel,
when they tune in.
Thank you very much.
That's
I
excellent.
appreciate that. Jesse in Bond Beach. Where in the world are we going to?
I've got 2 for you if you want, actually.
Give us your... Yeah, go on. What do you got? Whereabouts?
So I've got Spain, which is mierda.
Yep.
And my dad's French, so Belle.
Oh, yeah. The French one.
Yep. So what was the... How do you do it in Spanish, sorry?
Mierda.
I can't hear
Hard.
what
It's
you're saying.
hard. Isn't it even hard? It's hard. Even one word is like hard.
Sorry,
With
just...
an M.
M.
Okay.
Mierda. Like mia.
Miada.
Miada.
Yes.
Miada.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Is that sounding right to you? Miada.
Mierda.
Miava.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, very good.
See, if I was a gambling man, I would have thought that was mother. But don't go around calling
My
your mother
miada.
My miada. Wonderful. Supin joins us now in Glen Waverley. What language can you speak?
I can speak Sri Lankan, Sinhalese.
Wonderful.
Oh.
I'm actually going to Sri Lanka for my honeymoon in a couple of weeks. Very excited.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So this is cool. I can use this one as well, but this is mainly for Ben. How do you drop an S-bomb in Sri Lankan?
You can say Magula.
Oh, Magule.
That sounds like that's a fun
Yeah.
one.
I like
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
You got it
Yeah.
right.
I like Sri Lankan. Magule. I like when a word sounds like what it means.
Oh, I've just got to drop off a Magula. yeah. Jesus. Who Magula'd in there?
Magula.
Yeah.
Magule.
That's
I like
fun.
that. That's a
Thanks,
good one,
Susan.
Susan.
Sam joins us now. You speak another language? What is it?
Greek.
Greek.
Okay, that's a big one.
And how would I drop an S-bomb in Greek, Sam?
You would say skata.
Ooh, I like that one as well.
I suppose that's where, like, scat, like, yeah.
What's that?
Generally, if it loses its translation, but generally, if you're going to say it in Greek, you would use the F bomb instead.
Oh, okay.
Instead of the S bomb.
Yeah.
I get you.
I think
Well,
for
we
like,
can't
I think-
legally have
yeah,
the
for
F one.
For the radio codes,
Yeah.
we can't go dropping F-bombs.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
so one more
you would
time.
say skata.
Scatter.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Scatter.
Thanks.
I think it was
Thanks,
scatter.
Anthony in Deer Park. Ben's learning how to swear in 5 different languages this morning. What have you got for us?
Polish, which is bubno,
Yep.
and Turkish, which is bok.
Bok. Bok. I like Turkish. Bok.
Bok. Yeah, just a quick little bok. Yeah, that's good.
Bok.
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 Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Anthony.
Thanks, Anthony. Oh, well, this is exciting, Ben. So you can now tell people you're a hyperpolyglot.
Yep.
You can speak 5 different languages fluently as far as...
Not fluently.
Well, as far as swearing goes, he's got a fairly good understanding.
I do think that I might butcher them, but if I was going from the top...
All right, let's say so we've got English, we know it's...
Yep.
Let's get some Maltese, some Spanish, some Sinhalese, and some Turkish.
So, Hara, Meowtha. I think I butchered that one. Meowtha,
Was it a D? It was like miada.
Meada, Magula, Skatar, Bok.
And we're trusting everyone has given us the right swear word there. We didn't look into those, so apologies if any of those things mean a very different thing.
Yeah.
I
I think out of all those, my favourite is Turkish with Bok.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Magula.
Magula.
You've been a bit of a Magula head this morning, mate.
Yeah, you're a real Bokhead. Taylor Swift, Shake It Off on Nova 100. Taylor's version, of course. If you are a Taylor Swift fan, of course you would have known that. You can probably hear the difference. Her new album drops, of course, over the weekend, 1989. A bit of controversy around this one. A lot of people are saying they're going to boycott Taylor's version and get the original version because they think it sounds too different.
Look, it does sound different.
Sounds the exact
I will
same.
agree.
It's the same album.
No,
10
no.
years later, she's done the same thing. And idiots around the world are like, yeah, let's do it. Take my money, Taylor. And now she's a billionaire. Over the weekend, she's literally a billionaire.
Liam, I agree with you. I think it sounds exactly the same. Should we put them side by side and you can be the judge?
Yeah, so let's use as an example my favourite song off the album, Style. So this is the original one.
You got that daydream look in your eye, and I got that.
Sounds like a little baby. And then you've got the new version.
You got that daydream.
It's the same.
What are we even talking
What are we
about?
talking about?
It's
What
the
are we
same
talking
song.
about here? Are we really doing this? Are we really doing this?
And the start of the song is like a completely different note. Like it's
Belle,
the
it's the
original's all like
same
a bit warped, and then the
song.
new one I'm like, it's too
This
clean.
is a perfect excuse for us to play this game. I remember we played it a few months ago
It was
now.
when she did her last one.
Yeah,
Because
it
she's
was-
rolling them all out. she's having a great time. She's honestly cracked the code.
I
She's
think
a
it's
billionaire, all good.
It's great fun to play because as someone who's not a massive Swiftie, I find this game really hard to play. But if you are a Swiftie, it should be easy. So 13, 24, 10. Give us a buzz if you want to play.
Well, she's clear now, right? Like, she's clearly sort of the biggest artist
Yep.
around at the moment.
Yep.
And
Totally.
probably the biggest artist for the next few years.
Yep.
Foreseeable future. Cara in Newport, did you get the new Taylor's version of 1989 over the weekend?
I did. I actually threw a release party with my friends.
Are you serious?
Cool. On Friday night?
Yeah, on Friday night, I had all my friends over and we did a release party, so it was really fun.
So,
Just
but
like
like,
Smallsy did.
yeah, and it's the same album though, yeah.
It is, but it's different. I mean, you've got the vault tracks and like, all the songs sound a bit different. You know, it was a very exciting. We were like counting down. You know,
Cara, you know what the vault tracks are? That's just the stuff they cut in the first place because they didn't think it was good enough for the album, right? Like she's just like, just chuck a bit extra in there, bit of bonus stuff.
Well, she like kind of like released on Tumblr like a behind the scenes of like the albums and a few songs she really wanted to put on there, but they were kind of pushed out by other
Wait,
songs.
did she do it on Tumblr?
Yeah, she like released like for a few songs.
Whoa, that's a deep
She, like,
cut.
Yeah, she like kind of did a sneak peek behind like why the songs are on the new album.
That's
you know?
sick. I love that she did
Cara,
it on Tumblr.
I like you. I hope you win. You're clearly a big fan. Look, we're not going to give away tickets, okay? I'm going to say that up front. We're not going to give away tickets to the show. But what we can do is she's got a pretty sweet vinyl on Kogan.com. So we're going to give you $200 to spend on Kogan.com. How does that sound?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, you can actually, like, $200 can get you 2 vinyls. She's got the tangerine one on there.
Oh,
There's
stop
also
it.
the Crystal Skies blue one on there. And you can get both of those for under $200. So you're walking away with that if you win.
You've just got to tell us, Cara, if this is Taylor's version or not.
Is that Taylor's version or the original version?
It is Taylor's version.
Very
That
good.
one's so obvious. It's so different.
Well, let's see if we can turn the heat up a little bit, Cara. Is this Taylor's version? What do you reckon, Taylor's version or the original
I
version?
don't think it's Taylor's version.
You think that's the original version?
Yeah.
Oh, seems the eggs on your face, unfortunately, Cara. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's okay.
That's Taylor's version.
Maybe it's a bit hard on the phone because she's like full octave
Or
lower.
maybe it's the same song 10 years apart. You know, I suppose we've got to ask ourselves
It's
that
different.
as well. Alexa in Oak Park, you're only 13 years old. You would like to play. Can you tell us if this is Taylor's version or not?
I can make the bad guys good for a weekend. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down.
What do you reckon, Alexa?
Okay, I believe that is the Taylor's version one.
You think that's Taylor's version?
I think so.
I'm sorry, Alexa.
Oh, it's the
I'm
OG.
sorry.
It's the OG. Oh, no, Zara. You're 14. You're from Port Melbourne. Can you tell us, is this Taylor's version?
And the sky turned black like a perfect storm. The rain came.
What do you reckon, Zara?
It's the original version.
This is not a great look for this new and improved album that everyone can tell the difference. And oh no, it's different, and oh, it's an octave lower, and oh, you know.
Let's do one more. I didn't think the Swifties were going to do this bad, okay? I want someone to win this. Now, I love that Mark has given us a buzz on 132410. Mark from Glen Iris, good morning. Now, Mark, you're not necessarily a Swiftie, but your kids are, is that right?
Yeah, good morning all. Absolutely, the kids are crazy, so I'm moderate. I won't be too confident.
All
but,
right.
I wish I had the kids here.
Yeah, Mark.
It's a 50-50, Mark. You got this.
Have you taken them to the movie yet? Have they seen the big spectacular?
100%. Yeah, we've done all the movies.
Yeah, all right.
absolutely.
Okay, well, mate, I'm sure you hear a lot of it when you're sort of walking through the house, you know, blasting from the bedrooms and such. You've got to tell us if this is Taylor's version or not.
We found Wonderland. You and I got lost in it, and life was never worse, but never better. Eh, eh.
Is that the original? Or is
All
that
right, let's go
Taylor's
for it.
version?
That's definitely Taylor's version.
That's the original, brother. Sorry, mate. No, it's the same song. You can't be blamed. You can't be blamed. You know? Well, no, she's pulling the wool over her eyes. What she's doing is she's bringing out the same music and then, like, charging us for it again. Now she's a billionaire.
Mark, thank you for playing, mate. We might as well give you the prize because someone's got to win it. Kogan.com helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com. Now that's clicking awesome, mate. You can spend $200 there to go get yourself and the kids the new album.
Oh, thanks so much. Much appreciated.
No worries, Mark. I can't believe 4 out of 5 wrong.
I'm telling you.
Nah, they are different.
It's not,
I think
Belle.
it's just down the phone line. It's just a bit difficult. It
Taylor
gets
Swift
compressed.
is a scam artist.
No. Oh my goodness, guys! Have you seen the brand new product that Kim Kardashian has released through her brand Skims, the nipple bra?
I didn't understand the nipple bra.
It was everywhere on the weekend. So Skims is Kim Kardashian's brand of like lingerie and undergarments. She's now, as of this weekend, and it's coming out tomorrow officially, released the nipple bra. It is a push-up bra with like little fake nipples on the outside that poke through your t-shirt.
Like Batman in the 90s.
Yes, George Clooney's Batman, who also had very pronounced areolas. I don't know if that is in the latest model of the Skims bra. I've not seen it myself.
Is it more the nipple bell or the areola? And
No.
nipple?
It's just like a bump on the outside of the bra, so that when you put a t-shirt on, it shows through. But people are a little bit iffy as to whether it's actually legitimate or not, because the way that she announced it on Instagram was wild.
The Earth's temperature is getting hotter and hotter. The sea levels are rising. The ice sheets are shrinking. And I'm not a scientist, but I do believe everyone can use their skill set to do their part. That's why I'm introducing a brand new bra with a built-in nipple. So no matter how hot it is, you'll always look cold. Some days are hard, but these nipples are harder. And unlike the icebergs, these aren't going anywhere.
So the idea is that you just always have your nips pointing out, and it's that real 90s like.
It's the Jen
look.
Aniston.
It is. And personally, I'm all for it. I think it's fantastic because you can just not wear a bra and have the same look, but if you want a bit of push-up, then this gives you both.
Is that a look that people are going for though? Like, are they going for a nippy look?
Maybe from now on, maybe. It's a step before free the nip. Ash in the newsroom, back me up. What do you think?
I had no idea this was something that we needed,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't know that we needed this, and now they're creating products I didn't even know we needed
Yeah.
to give us a look I didn't know we were striving for.
Would you wear one, Ash?
I don't know. Probably not.
It's probably those things that you probably wouldn't, and then in like 5 years, you're like, man, these nipple things are like, everyone's got them. Like, I need to wear the nipple bra. Like,
Probably.
It looks cool. It looks really cool. And
Cool is the word. Yeah, very cool.
Well, mate, she's actually just released her male line of Skims.
I was thinking that because she's just done the Skims Jocks. Would there be, would that be a look, Belle, if I had really strong nips
no, I was
pointing
thinking,
through my...
I think Belle's thinking like
for tracksuit
you
pants.
go for the for the grey trackies
Yeah.
look. If you don't want a free ball, you can just have a Skims underwear and
Well, then we
have
all
the
start
same
to
look.
question what's real in this world anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, Ben,
if
we do
guys are walking
already.
around with their fake Skims down there, and girls got their fake nips,
Yeah.
what's real?
Whatever happened to the good old sock stuffing, Gee whiz. What does the world come to?
What news there was yesterday, the passing of Mathew Perry, which we're all across now. Obviously, Chandler Bing from Friends.
I thought that it mattered what I said or where I said it. Then I realized the only thing that matters is that you make me happier than I ever thought I could be. And if you let me, I will spend the rest of my life trying to make you feel the same way.
Ooh, right in the feels. Yeah, tough one for all fans of Friends. He was so talented. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie The Whole 9 Yards. I haven't watched it in a long time. It's Bruce Willis and Mathew Perry, and it's like kind of like I think it came out in the year 2000.
What's the premise?
I think Bruce Willis is a hitman.
Yes,
and he moves in next door to like Mathew Perry,
right?
And he's like, all goofy, like being his regular self, and he's like spying on him, doing all the hits and stuff, and then he like gets him involved, or like it's actually a pretty good movie. So yeah, if you want some Mathew Perry stuff tonight that isn't Friends,
all right,
it's a strong recommendation from me.
The Whole 9 Yards.
The Whole 9 Yards. Yeah, it's a good one.
Great. Did you see Troye Sivan for Halloween over the weekend? Went as a Collingwood player.
Yeah, wore the full Collingwood kit, and it was signed by we don't know who, but it's doing the rounds on the internet.
All the internet detectives are trying to work out whose signature it is.
Well, speaking of Collingwood players, did we see this? This isn't like necessarily an entertaining story, but did we see that Will Kelly got sacked from the Collingwood Football Club. He was a player.
Mm-hmm.
But the most brutal thing about the sacking is his dad is the CEO of Collingwood.
Yeah, that's right.
So he got sacked by his dad.
Christmas is going to be fun this year.
Yeah. I suppose it's that thing, isn't it? It's that weird mixing family with work because obviously, you know, in like under 12s, you could be like, oh, well, that guy only plays on that team because his dad's, you know. But like in AFL, obviously, it doesn't work like that. But surely, like, yeah, I wonder if he's just doing that because he can't show favoritism. He's like, oh, you know, he's better than this guy. But I don't know. It's an awkward one, isn't it?
I would love to know this morning, 13, 24, 10, did you get sacked by your parents?
It's very.
Were you?
That's slim picking.
I reckon it would happen. I know this isn't like a massive percentage of people, but if listening to the radio right now, you were employed by your parents and you got fired by your parents, 13, 24, 10.
We've already got someone calling in, actually. That's incredible.
You must be bad at your job if you got fired by your parents.
Wow. Yeah, it is interesting.
13, 24, 10. That's our number. Give us a buzz if it's you.
Beck in South Morang. It didn't happen to you, did it?
Yeah, it did.
You got sacked by your parents.
What happened, Beck?
So I was probably about 19. I was working night shift, but I was also working afternoon shift somewhere else. So I kind of just started not showing up or, you know, kept on, you know, getting late and all that type of stuff. So first my dad's like, all right, well, pick what job you want. So I picked, you know, his work. But then I just kept stuffing up and so he put me onto afternoon shift. He's like, all right, I'm not dealing with you. I'm putting you onto afternoon shift. And then I probably lasted a week or two and I got fired.
Oh, my
Probably
God.
the worst thing about it was, like, all the people that worked there, I grew up with them on that day.
Oh, Beck,
Oh,
we
Beck,
lost
you cut out. They what? Sorry, they all what?
They all knew me since I was a little kid.
Yeah, what did you do? Can I ask what was the job?
It was just in manufacturing, like, you know, packing envelopes and stuff.
Yeah, right. So how did he did he sit,
It is so funny.
Did he sit you down at work or did he just at home pull you aside? How did he do it?
Both.
At work, double firing. At work and at home.
You already told me this at work, Dad. You don't need to rub it in.
Sitting around the dinner table.
That's the
So
thing,
how was
because
your day?
Dad's obviously a very hard-working person. You know, running your own business is not easy, and you're sort of looking at the succession plan, aren't you? You're sort of starting to line up who's gonna take on from me and hold the torch. Obviously not you, Beck. You know, hopefully some siblings are doing that for you. Damien in Greenvale. What was the family business that you were involved in?
We were in retail, but animals, and yeah, you know, the whole family jig. We all worked there, and you know, when I was a little bit younger, I took it a little bit for granted, but broke my ankle a couple of years prior, and then you know, one day just had a really sore ankle. Called my dad, and I was like, "Hey, I'm going to the hospital. Not feeling too great today." And he's like, "No, you got to be at work." I was like, "Nah, ankle's a bit sore. Come ahead to the hospital." He's like, "I think you're full of it." And he's like, "If you don't come to work," he's like, "don't come back." And I was like, "Oh yeah, all right, sure, no stress." And you know, did me and I think a year later, I ended up asking for my job back after me and my brothers all booked a trip to Japan. And then, you know, Blockbuster wasn't working out for me back then.
Yeah. So he fired you because you went to the hospital?
You could say that. I think he was trying to call my bluff, but this time I wasn't actually bluffing.
Right.
Yeah, that's tough love.
And, you know, we're a bit stubborn with each other, and, you know, he's like, well, don't come back. And I was like, well, fine then.
Yeah.
And then, you know, a week later, he's like, well, all you got to do is ask for your job back, and you can have it.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, we're good.
No, I'm going to stick with this Blockbuster thing. I'm going to ride it to the moon. I think I might buy stocks, actually. It seems like it's going really well there.
Yeah, look, it really didn't work out too great, did it?
Oh, well, hopefully your relationship with your dad is okay. That's the thing. You don't want to ruin it forever. And for Beck as well.
We're good. I'm still working there 16 years later.
Oh, wow. So you're still there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm still there. No, it's good. I enjoy my job.
Got any deals on at the moment on any, you know, parrots or anything? Or
oh, well, if you need some dog food, maybe I can hook you up.
Man, I always need kibble.
Here at Nova, we like making dreams come true. And that's why we're doing this.
The countdown to Christmas is on. You haven't bought the prezzies. You're yet to sort the ham. The in-laws are coming. It's the most wonderfully stressful time of the year. But relax, breathe. It's going to be okay. We've got you covered with Ben, Liam and Belle's Advent Calendar. Over 25 days, we're giving away 25 huge prizes. Every morning at 8:30, we'll open a door and reveal a prize. Then listen to Jamie and Mel across your day to win. Ben, Liam and Belle's Advent Calendar. A new prize revealed every morning at 8:30. We don't care whether you've been naughty or nice. This season, Christmas comes 25 times a year. On Nova 100.
Mum, Dad, wake up. It's finally here. Ben, Liam and Belle's Advent Calendar. Wow. 25 magnificent prizes across 25 days of Christmas.
And no, you cannot just pop them all open on the first day like I used to and gorge yourself on day one. We'll be rationing it out one a day for 25 days.
You also do want to pace yourself because these prizes are sweet AF. I'm serious. All thanks to Kogan.com. Helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com. Now that's clicking awesome. I can't believe how good these prizes are.
Yeah, you're going to find some crazy stuff in here, that's for sure.
Should we open up the first Advent Calendar?
Well, what do we do? Do we open up 1 or do we open up 25? That's always the thing.
I've always gone 1 to 25.
Same.
We are rationing.
Well, that's... No. I'm saying, where do we start? Because, there's some freaks out there. They start...
No. So you start on 25.
And so you're one of those freaks.
Because
so.
you count down. No, because you're counting down the days.
No. So you wake up on the 1st of December and you open up 1.
No. You start on 1 and you go up to 25 because Christmas is on the 25th of December.
No, you're counting down how many days there are until Christmas.
Sorry,
so
overruled.
Open up 1.
Oh my God! It's a brand new Kogan 60-inch LED 4K smart TV. Are you kidding me?
And wait, is there just one?
There's 2.
I've just seen there's another brand new Kogan 60-inch LED 4K smart TV behind that other one.
So if you want that brand new TV, we've got 2 of them to give away. You just have to keep listening to Nova because this morning Mel has got 2 to give away. So I can see people calling now. That's great. You're listening. Thank you very much. But if you want to win the TV, just keep listening because Mel's got one to give away right after 9 a.m.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.